Hey everyone, welcome back to more Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector. I am DisturbingPuppet. So, having run through all of the various different stages of fighting in skirmishes, playing as the Tyranids, I thought it'd be fun to kind of go through and play with the Marines, just to kind of do a similar kind of thing. We're playing exterminates, so we'll finish things off pretty quickly, I think, on this one. So this is 1,000 points. This is the pre-built army, so this is not an army that I built. The 500 variants are things that I built, so not 1,000, but the 1,500 point, the 2,500 point. I kind of put those together. I made a few changes to a couple of the armies, but I haven't really looked at the Marine ones too much as we go through. Definitely enjoyed playing as the Tyranids. I kind of have to get back in mind of playing as the Marines. So for this 1,000 point force, we have one lieutenant, pretty standard stuff. We have one apothecary who does have the ability to do some fighting, but probably we want to do healing mostly. We have two of the Death Company, which are not units that I used much in playing. They aren't bad. They have decent amount of health per guy. They've got the jump packs. They've got the Black Rage. So if they, let's see, 35% chance to trigger when they kill to get some extra damage. They lose some evasion. Can't fall back. They've got extra momentum. So they start with a lot of momentum. It's pretty easy for them to get max momentum then. So they'll get more momentum from killing things. We have one aggressor with Flamestorm Gauntlet upgrade. I don't think that's a great use of points. We lose the grenade launchers in exchange for the Flamestorm Gauntlets. We've got one regular Dreadnought with the Storm Bolter. We have one regular Hellblaster unit with plasma guns, and we've got one regular Intercessor unit. So it's a very basic kind of unit, quite small, or very basic force, quite small. So we are going to take that against the pre-built 1,000 point Tyranid force. I guess we should look at that. Let's look at the 1,000 point Tyranids. Where are you? Must be further down somewhere. There we are. Alright, so I think this one I altered a little bit. So it is pretty dangerous. I think it's quite a bit better for 1,000 points. You've got a Prime, an Exocrine, a Tyrannifex, a Gargoyle, a couple Tyranid Warriors with the basic Devourers, not upgraded, 3 Termagants, 3 Hormagaunts. I think this is way better for the points than the Marine Force, but we'll see how it goes. I think the Death Company are a bit overpriced for what they are. So we'll give it a shot. So we are playing Exterminatus, unlimited turns. We are going to go 1,000 points. I haven't actually tried building something as low as 500. That would be kind of crazy. So we're doing the 1,000 point one. We can have it auto-generate an army, but it seems very odd about the forces that it selects for that. So let's make sure we grab the right one. All right, there's 1,000 points. Right, so we have our tiny little Marine army against quite a lot of Tyranids. The main threats here, Exocrine and Prime. Those are the main things I've got to deal with. So as far as maps go, we want something pretty small because this is quite small. Let's see. So we want 27 by 29, 20 by 25. That one's pretty small. I don't know that I've done the bridges. Let's try the bridge one out. It's relatively small. It's not super small, but I'm not sure I've done it. So let's try this one and see. So Prime, up close, super, super dangerous. Tyranid Warriors, when they kill stuff, might get more action, so they're also fairly dangerous. And then, of course, the Exocrine can really slaughter basic infantry troops. So what I probably want to do is try to find the Exocrine, send in the Death Companies to kill it. Prime, we want to kill at range. The Tyrannifex is a big issue as well. We'll just have to see how it goes. Okay, so I have a tiny, tiny force. So we will probably be leading with the Dreadnought. So we've got 2 upraised areas, a lower area as well. So it's pretty much straight on. There isn't a lot of cover here. That's actually bad for the Tyranids, fairly good for me. Right, so I think we're going to have... Aggressors are going to run up the middle, blocking that off. We'll have the Dreadnought go up the side. We will initially keep these guys here. And we'll decide where to send these guys depending on what contact we make and where. So I'm going to keep all of my fast assault guys here in reserve. Once I see priority targets, then I'm going to go for them. All right, I do have a bunch of upgrades here with the Lieutenant, so all of the upgrades are unlocked. We've got the Chainsword, Jump Pack, we have Tactical Precision, so we can affect a unit, give it some extra accuracy and armor piercing. We can give extra momentum gains to units, and then we can also give this guy some extra damage and movement. That does not cost action point? Yes, it does. Okay, so that costs an action point. So it's 2 attacks, or I can get some extra movement and 50% more damage. Yeah, I don't know that's a good trade-off. All right.
My duty remains.
We do have the Fragstorm Cannon as well, which is quite good for swarm units. Storm Bolter, basically an anti-swarm unit.
Destination confirmed.
So we'll have to kind of check and see. I don't think we're going to make contact with anything. I should check the overall map here just to kind of see what I'm dealing with. So even having pushed up that far, like they're deploying here-ish, so probably no contact this turn would be my guess. But just in case, we'll go ahead and drop overwatches and stuff. I'll head out kind of max range. I don't expect to see much.
We are the walls. We are the guns.
Forgot how talky the Marines were after playing the Tyranids for so long. So these guys have the Flame Storms, which only hit at like 1 range. It's pretty good against basic dudes, like swarms and stuff. We've got the punching ability. If we get up close, we can do pretty good damage. Good armor piercing there. We've got the Hail of Fire, which can help, but having no real range stuff and them being really slow makes them limited in usefulness. So I'm actually just going to have them charge all the way down here, because I can only do an overwatch of 1 space anyway. And they are very slow. I've gotten so used to the Tyranids being quiet, they just kind of go like, ah, and then they're done, and then being quite quick to move around. So, do I want to just not send anything on the left and see what happens? There is like a little side area there, so they could send a bunch of stuff that way. I'm not sure I want to try to cover 3 different approaches at the same time. I can just kind of refuse a side. Let's see.
Battle line squad ready.
I'm going to have you come out wide. So the Intercessors do have the frag grenades because they've got all the upgrades, so that's really good at wiping out any swarm units. They've also got the extra damage and range, but they'll take more damage from close combat if they get hit.
Overwatch.
Gonna go pretty far out. I don't think we're going to see anything at this point. The Apothecary, I'm not sure where I want to keep you.
The sanguinary priesthood serves the will of the chapter.
So we've got a way to heal, we've got extra melee damage, and then we've got extra momentum. So we can give somebody else some extra melee damage. I could potentially do that to bless these guys before launching them in, so I might want to have the Death Company hang out next to him.
My duty is service.
So I think we'll do that. We'll move the Death Company up over here as long as we can get the movement. So
Plasma
let's
fire support ready.
have you
Moving into position.
come up this way. So I'm kind of spreading around to cover the different routes,
Overwatch set.
which might be a bad idea. They are very angry boys. Okay. Yeah, we'll wait there. Okay, good, he didn't do it again.
My fury will not die!
So these guys are pretty tough. They've got 75 health a pop. They can't drop below the 65 on the momentum. So they are definitely a decent unit. I'm going to keep them from jumping quite yet. I want to wait till we see the enemy and then try to get some actual movement out of them.
I am the sword of Sanguinius.
What do I want to do with you? Let's just head up
Their
here for
death
now.
is our only option.
Like I said, I don't think we're going to see anything here quite yet. The Tyranids should move up pretty
I
far.
await their mistake.
So I could go ahead and go momentum, but that's going to pump them over, which doesn't really do me any good. Doing this right now doesn't do me any good, so we're just going to drop a little bit of an Overwatch.
They will fear to tread close.
That is my entire army. So it looked like they lost momentum, but I'm not sure
More targets are coming!
if they had gained any to lose. Maybe they can drop below the 65 start. That's just where they start. They just need to get in combat quickly if you want to try to push them over. But you can hang out with an Apothecary too, and he can give them the boost. He can also boost their close combat ability, so I feel like that's a pretty good way. But we want to try to jump the Exocrines with them, or if I can get behind the Prime, I can hit him. Same with the Tyrannifex, where it can't hit me back. Yeah, something big is over there. Okay, so again, we are scouting with the Dreadnought. Tell me what you see, Big Daddy. That's kind of creepy. I didn't mean to be that creepy, sorry. Okay, nothing. So probably nothing that I will be able to spot. We'll leapfrog up here a little bit.
Affirmative.
Still nothing. Okay. Aggressors, you want to hit this. I might Overwatch at this point with them, even though we can only hit one space. Just because something might try to charge directly into my face. I can't see super far, unfortunately. Surprised I'm not seeing anything. Let's
For
bring
the
you up.
Imperium!
Give me a little bit more vision. Or not.
We can handle it.
Nothing. Okay. So we can overcharge these as well, which will do some damage to them. It's, for me, something I would only do in an absolute, like, I absolutely need to kill this unit right now kind of situation.
They shall not pass.
So we're just going to
We're the
Overwatch.
sons of Sanguinius.
You can go max, that's fine. You will go a little shorter, so we're more accurate. Probably about the same range. Okay. Do I want to just push you forward or drop an Overwatch? We could make contact, and there are fast things moving around, so let's drop it. Okay. How far can you get up? Angry boys. Yeah, go all the way.
Fury will not die.
The blood waits.
So we're going to be all set here.
I will slay them all.
I want to be able to just kind of get past the enemy if I need to here, so that's why I'm kind of pushing up with them. I'm not going to do anything yet. We're going to wait and see if we make contact, then I'll probably buff their damage. Maybe even momentum before I send them in, but if they kill stuff, they'll get momentum themselves. So I might hold off on the momentum boost. I have such a tiny army. And of course we've got the lieutenant as well that we can send in. But for now, we'll just hang out. I've got all the command point options available as well once I do get command points. Okay, we got to make contact this turn. Something's got to show up. They're being awfully slow to advance for Tyranids here. But something's got to show up in my range. Right? Right? I don't know if they're still pretty far back there.
More targets are coming.
Well, that's close. Just a little bit closer. I know there's at least one unit of gargoyles in this army. There they are. Alright, they're going to get shot up. Not very effective shots there. Got the height difference, and then the crap in the way. It's really wrecking my ability to hit targets.
Under fire!
So these cross beams here actually seem to be pretty good at blocking shots, which is unfortunate. Okay, well, we've got plenty of options. We could just go up and burn them with the aggressors. That's probably the easiest thing I can do.
The defense of Angelicum stands with you.
We are going to advance and look for enemy targets. Oh, we found a prime. Okay. That's a priority target for sure. Stormbolter only... Well, Optimal's 2. I can shoot from further away. Let's see what else is there. I've only got one shot. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. So the Tyrannifex is here. Hormagaunts, Termagants, Hormagaunts down there. Alright.
Heavy fire support! Roger that!
You are just going to walk right up and burn the gargoyles to death. That should wipe them out.
Numbers. They will not overwhelm us!
So that takes care of their ability to kind of see my units a little bit. I could push the aggressors up. They can handle themselves relatively well in close combat. I just want to see if I spot anything else as well.
With strength!
Okay, lots of little swarmy dudes down here. Termagants, Hormagaunts. I might... you're too far away, but the frag cannon here can do a really good job of just wiping out one of these units. The regular intercessors, the frag grenades, will also just wipe them out in one shot. So you've only got one shot with a Stormbolter. I can do a little bit of damage to the prime, but that's it. Can't do anything to the Tyrannifex. Those guys are bad shots. I mean, we could drop an Overwatch short because he is going to come at me most likely, so let's do that. My ideal range is 2, so let's do that. Now, if I'm to jump... Yeah, I can't even get in behind him because he's got the Tyrannifex covering the rear of the prime. So that's a bit of an issue
We
as well.
fight and we die for the Imperium.
Let's bring you guys up. I might need to come over. It might help my chances down there. Take a look this way. Anything? No. Alright, so I have Crummy Shot, Crummy Shot, Crummy Shot, basically. We could drop an Overwatch. That's probably the better call. I could use this. The stability will help a little bit for my accuracy, but not much. I'd rather have better shot chance before I would use this to get more damage out of them. So I'm just going to Overwatch. We'll go short-ish, where I'll have a decent shot chance. Okay, plasma guns. Now, priority for plasma guns are going to be like the Prime, the Tyrannifex. I can move up pretty far. I don't know how clear the shots will be across the way. The ideal range for this is 4, though, which I definitely can't get to. That might be 1, 2, 3. That might be 4, actually. I keep an eye this way, though, just to make sure I don't put myself in a bad spot. Alright, it looks clear.
For the Imperium!
Just making sure. Alright, we've got 45% chance to hit. Not great. But I don't have much else I can do to hit him, so let's do some damage here, hopefully. Like, half should hit. Okay, that was probably less than half, only about 65 damage. A disappointing amount of damage is what that was. Right. I mean, I could jump to the sides of the Prime, maybe, with the Death Company. I don't know if they could actually make it with the jump. That might be too far still. It's +2 movement, so a couple more spaces, maybe? I don't know if I can make it to here. I would hope so, but I'm not sure. So it's really tempting to go ahead and do the extra melee damage and the momentum and then jump them in. But I'm not sure if I can make it. I think I can test it without it screwing things up. Yeah, I can't quite make it. So I can just undo it, and we can kind of see the movement where we are. Yeah, I'm one space away from actually being able to get in there in that position. So that is disappointing. So we're just going to have to move up,
I go where I am needed.
which might invite exocrine shots on the apothecary, but I'm trying to hide them here behind.
My blade for the Lord Emperor!
And I do want to put these guys on overwatches, because we do have a lot of swarms that might try to come in just to keep them busy. So we'll do that. The Prime may come charging down the stairs as well, which would kind of suck. I'm hoping he stays up here.
There can only be victory.
And I'm actually going to keep you back a little bit, so we'd have to engage the Dreadnought up top. I don't want him coming after the Lieutenant. He'll just kill the Lieutenant in one turn. Okay, and
When the
you...
day is darkest, we prevail through control.
I'm going to set up for Overwatch shots. That's about all I can really do. The Prime is super dangerous. So we'll just have to see what happens here. No, he is heading down. Okay, shots are going on the Prime. Wasting a bunch of shots on Hormigans, I think. Few shots hitting the Prime. Yeah, that's just not going to do anything. I was hoping the Prime would come this way. We'd do a little bit of damage with the Stormbolter there. Okay, a few shots. Okay, aggressors take some damage. Take some more. That's kind of what they're for, though.
Impedance acknowledged.
Okay, this is the important bit. Oh, going for the aggressors. Okay. Yeah, they're pretty much dead. He's just going to chop them to pieces.
For his blood, I will take the chapter's due.
And then coming for the apothecary. Oh, killed the apothecary as well. The Prime is super, super dangerous.
I will not die to you!
As you can see.
Potential targets detected.
Okay, Tyranid warriors coming in. That's also a problem. I do feel like this is a much better 1,000 point Tyranid force than 1,000 point Marine force. 1,500 points, it evens out a lot more. But for the small engagements, they definitely have an advantage because they've got so many cheap units. Oh, there's the Exocrine. Miss! Oh, we got lucky there. Okay, he's probably going for my plasma guns.
Sanguinius watches over us.
I kind of need to deal with what's in front of me, like the Prime, unfortunately. I could jump behind him and do some attacks from there, I think, even though there's a height difference. We could do some shots from the side. What's your chance to
Ranged
hit?
plasma on your request.
It's only 46. I am a little close. Backing up may not help, though. I could find out. Let's go
Moving into
here.
position.
Yeah, that's even worse. The Exocrine is down there, so I could go chasing after the Exocrine to shoot with the Hellblasters at the Exocrine. 45% is not good, but it might be the best thing I have to do decent damage. These guys I can move up and toss a grenade down and just kill one of these units outright. We could jump over and attack from behind. I'm not sure that's going to be enough. Let's find out. See what you can do. So attacking from behind, they're not going to get hit. We will chain sword our way into the back of the prime. Okay, nice. Killed them. Good job. That did not give them enough momentum to attack again, though. Okay, I might want to just... what do I want to do with you? I mean, we could save him to try to jump behind the Tyranid warriors later and mess them up. We could go ahead and kind of stick them right in the face of these guys. But I think what I'm going to do... What do we have? Hormagaunts, Termagants. The Hormagaunts are more dangerous. Let's toss a grenade down there. Probably wipe out this whole squad. Close. Almost dead. And I think I might keep them up here. We're in a pretty decent position to fire some shots down below. So I could just mop up a bit with the Death Company. We've got more Hormagaunts than warriors. So I lost 2 of the Death Company to the Prime.
They will tremble before me!
Let's get some kills. And kill them off, then they won't get a chance to hit me back. Okay, I think we got enough momentum there. Nope, we just got bonus momentum. Didn't get another action. That's too bad. So they're at 70. Let's see. So you're on the Termagants. The Hormagaunts can come in. I think I'll just leave them there, maybe. I could shift them over and then bring them down, too, but I'd like to be able to jump behind the Tyranid warriors to hurt them. Up here we've got the Tyrannifex, but I think we're just going to go up and punch it with the Dreadnought. That's kind of the idea. So we might as well do that. And I can actually kind of get around him to... I don't know if I'll be able to get there. Let's... Yeah, not get hit on the way. That still might be the front because he's kind of angled this way. Can I freely get over here? Yeah, it looks like I can just move by. Alright, so we're in his back. And we go punchy punch.
All oppose me.
Smack. He didn't really notice it that much, unfortunately. But it's a free shot, so I might as well take it. Alright, we've got the lieutenant as well. So we could send the lieutenant in. We could drop on Tyranid warriors, maybe. What do I want to do? We could come here and hit the Tyrannifex a little bit, but that's not going to do very much damage. You guys, I still need to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can find the Exocrine. Alright, there you are. So our optimal is 4, which is maximum movement. No, you do have some buddies with you. So there are Hormagaunts up there guarding, which is actually pretty smart. They're going to cause problems for you guys. So if I shoot now, we'll do some damage. If I overcharge, 40 damage is a lot to take, and then to have the Hormagaunts jump me as well. %30 damage, +1 armor piercing. I'm going to take the risk and save it, because I don't want to get mauled too much by the Hormagaunts. Okay, that's about a third of the health gone.
We're the sons of Sanguinius.
Gonna need some help up there for sure. Okay, what am I gonna do here? You guys are mauled, so I don't want you taking too many hits. necessarily. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave them there. They are mauled, so they are in a bit of trouble.
I will slay them all!
This squad, I kind of want to keep safe-ish. So if we start heading up, I can't jump next turn, so that's another thing to think about. So I have to kind of run at the enemy and fight them, so maybe I should keep them down here. We'll just have to fight our way through. The other alternatives, if I head up this way, I kind of have to commit to the Tyrannifex, whereas I'd rather go after the warriors or the Exocrine. Definitely not a well-built army, in my opinion. I don't like the Death Company that much. What do I do? Alright, I'm gonna have to shift you over. I wish I got enough for another action point there.
My blade for the Lord Emperor! My fury will not die!
Gonna stick you right in there. We're facing the enemy.
My fury will not die!
So we'll fight anything that comes at me. So that'll hold for a little while. The Exocrine is really, really bad news. And this is going to take a while for this fight to resolve. Alright, Lieutenant. What do I want to do? I can do something kind of crazy. I mean, I can jump in, do a couple attacks from behind, potentially. That might be my best call.
My fury will be fast.
So I could land here, get a couple free attacks on the back of the warriors. I might kill one of them. That's really about all I can do to help there, honestly. We could land here, get a couple shots in on the Tyrannifex with the chainsword, but it's not going to do a ton of damage. I'm going to get shot by the warriors if I jump down here. I could shift out this way, but I really am not much use. I could kind of block the Hormigans, maybe. So that's not like the worst idea in the world to kind of protect the plasma guns. Thinking about all my options before I commit. This should go my favor eventually. This is a mess. This is bad. So I think I kind of need to protect the plasma
With
guns.
haste.
Still gonna get shot here probably, Overwatch. I don't think any of that's connected yet. I get hit at all? No, I didn't. Excellent. Alright, I could even make it up to him if I want to do that. And that might be worth it, but the Exocrine can actually fight. So I could also just shoot it a couple times, and I can do some damage. If I can land the shots... Yeah, let's do that, I guess. We're kind of protecting the plasma guns from the Hormigans this way.
My vengeance will be final.
We'll do a little bit of bolt pistol shots, just to whittle you down a little bit faster, hopefully.
My vengeance will be final.
I can use the Lieutenant in the campaign to sort of protect the other units, and this definitely kind of fits in that situation. So we're sort of using him to protect these guys.
On my honor.
So Hormigans at least can't jump in there and wreck their day too easily. This is still a mess. Let's see how bad of a mess. I should be able to get a couple actions off with these guys. Okay, they've blocked themselves, so they're just going to take shots. Thankfully, these guys are pretty tough. They don't know what to do. Okay, here come the reinforcements. Oh, they're just trying to go past. All right. Take out a few. Okay, they're running past in a very odd way. They're getting jumped. Okay, that sucked. Thankfully, we're getting some damage off there. probably have max momentum, but these guys are going to die pretty quick. And we'll trade blows here. Okay. I'll probably come off ahead on most of these blows back and forth. Exocrine is, I'm not sure, doing something. Shooting at them probably, looks like it missed. Okay, definitely a mess. So my Death Company are dying. Which is, I mean, kind of what you expect. Right. Hormigants are an issue.
Battle line squad ready.
Optimal is 3. We're already at that. Oh, no, we're not. We're 1 further away.
Death to the Xenos swarm.
Okay, a little bit of damage. I was hoping for more. I could mop up with the lieutenant.
There can only be victory.
I kind of want to save this. I'd rather keep my actions, honestly, and just do
You will fall before me.
damage. Let's wipe out the squad. Okay, things are going to get desperate here eventually.
Hell blasters are
Plasma
waiting
guns.
target.
We're at ideal range. There's no other enemies around, so because of that, I am going to go ahead and supercharge. And we're going to
Plasma
hit
coils
the exit.
fully overcharged.
2 guys got hit. Yeah, it didn't do a ton. He's very close to death, though. If I just got 27 more points of damage, it would have finished him off. So that is
On Baal
disappointing.
4 I was born, and should the Emperor will it, on Baal 4 I will die.
Alright, we've got Termagants in my rear. Hormigants, the warriors are here. I can't jump. You're facing a weird angle, so I could actually jump back here, hit the warriors in the back for free.
I will slay them all!
Here they're going to hit me back unless I shoot. The warriors are really dangerous. I'm worried that I'm only going to hurt them a little bit, and then they're going to kill me if I attack them, so I'm going to go for the Hormigants
They are
here.
numerous,
See
but
if I
my
can get
fury is
my
great.
momentum up to get 2 actions off on them. Nope. Okay. I might move them out. We'll see. I am tempted to just kill off these Termagants. I could jump behind them and wreck them, or the original plan, jump here, hit the warriors in the back. I think that's the better call. It'll act as more of a distraction. Get tagged a little bit. Chainsword him in the back. I didn't get any kills, though. I was hoping it's just not enough to get more action points. I'm going to stay kind of looking that way. You guys can sort of stay there, I guess. Well, if I leave, I am going to get hit. Wish I had just a tiny bit more momentum on a few units. Just a little bit more damage, I could take out the Exocrine. If I run away, I'm going to get hit on the way. I don't know. Staying here, I'm dead no matter what. But at least I keep them busy. Once the Exocrine's dead, I can kind of have these guys move and hit other targets. I'm tempted to back off, but I will get hit by the Hormagaunts, so I kind of have to stay put here.
Not even death will stop me.
And here, we're just going to keep exchanging punches.
Death to all who oppose me.
Smack. If I tried to move around him, he would have gotten a free hit on me, so we're just gonna trade blows here for a while. So I'm at 175, he's at 203. I'm doing a tiny bit more damage than him generally. So I'm not sure if I'm going to come out ahead on that. I'm going to need help sooner or later. Fortunately, we should be able to mop up next turn the Exocrine, but I'm going to lose everything down here. Instead of the Death Company, I would have taken a bunch more just basic intercessors and stuff for this force. That just generally would have been a better force to take.
I will not die to you!
These guys can work. They're kind of upgraded assault guys. But they have their limits, and being massively outnumbered definitely shows they've reached their limits. Gonna get gunned down by termagants.
Honor them, brothers, that they died before they fell.
A disappointing end. But they did wreck one of the warrior squads pretty badly.
You will need more than that.
Okay, hit the lieutenant a little bit. Hopefully the Exocrine will miss its shot no matter what it does. Here we'll trade blows again. Yeah, I'm doing a tiny bit more damage there. But you're going to need help. Where are you going? Oh, you're going to wreck my intercessors, aren't you? You shooting at my dreadnought? Yeah, hitting the dreadnought. Ooh, not a good hit. But it means you're going to die. For sure.
There can only be victory.
Okay.
Plasma fire support ready.
So I've got a grenade ready. We can toss it down and wipe out something down below. This warrior squad is wrecked. 27. You can just get in behind him and kill him with the chainsword. So let's do that. Little chainsword, Enema, I mean. Enema. Not Emina. Okay. That's something. We could jump down and hit the warriors as well. I've got a command point. So that does open up the assault cannon strafe. So I could hit... It's kind of a straight line. I could hit a couple units. I might be able to do it to hit the two warrior squads. I'm not sure. Let me see. So if I select that and there. Yeah, it doesn't work. Now it's all screwed up. So let's go select. So if we go there, yeah, we could hit both of the Tyranid warriors. Let's go ahead and do it. Whoa, way back out. Because they're pretty nasty. I need to do something about them. Okay, so it wiped the one squad and hurt the other one. fairly badly. So the Tyranids have a similar command point one, but it costs 2 for them, whereas this is just 1. So the cheap option for the Marines is a really effective damage dealing ability. Just going to kind of move around. We'll jump in on somebody next turn, is kind of the plan. We'll drop shots from above and see if I can kill the warriors with the plasma guns. 38% is awful. That's like 1, 2, 3. So we're kind of close is the problem. 51, I'm so close, but if I'm further back, I have a terrible shot chance because I'm shooting through this scaffolding or crossbeams. So I kind of have to take it.
Acquired.
Oh, I didn't kill any of them. I just hurt them all a little bit. That's too bad. Okay.
We fight and we die for the Imperium.
So I could move up and toss a grenade and like wipe out a termagant unit. I might be able to, if I can throw a grenade that far, I could wipe out the Hormiguns. Or we can move up and just shoot the Tyranid warriors. And I think shooting the Tyranid warriors is the optimal thing to do here. They are by far the more dangerous of the things that are left. What kind of shot can I get? 59 is not great. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use the battle line tactics. It's still 59, but our shots will do more damage. Okay, 2 of them dead, 1 almost dead. Much, much better. Still just overall bad shot chances. Hellblasters, come on, pick the Hellblasters. Got some movement left. I'm going to need to get some help. But I think this force over here, if nothing else, the Lieutenant, the Plasma Guns, and the Intercessors could wipe out what's left, one way or the other.
Moving into position.
Just going to kind of come back and take a look. I'm probably going to want to have them
We can handle it.
try to take shots across at the Tyrannofex, or we could try to run all the way down and around to get shots at it. I think something headed this way, but I'm not 100% sure. You're all that's left, and you are getting closer and closer to death. I could just wreck some of these other units instead of punching him. So we've got the frag cannon. And honestly, the Hormiguns are going to be really dangerous. So instead of punching him this time, I'm going to nuke the Hormiguns so that they can't also come over and cause me problems. And I'm just going to keep my face against his. I should survive his hit and get a hit off, because I'm at 63. He did about 50 some odd damage. If I take 50 some odd, I can hit him back again. Hopefully the plasma guns can finish him off. So not a bad turn. We definitely needed that airstrike, though, to be able to take out those Tyranid warriors. Otherwise, we would have been in a lot of trouble. Well, there's still one Tyranid warrior left, but we're in fairly good shape now, I think. Oh, he's actually just going to spray me. Okay. So that doesn't give me the opportunity to punch him back. Okay, overwatching. I'll probably shoot at the intercessors or the plasma guns. Maybe? Nope. Lots of weird overwatches. Okay. Alright. So, Lieutenant, we could head on down, kill the warrior off. Plasma guns. Do you have a shot over here? It's not terrible. 51, I mean, it could be a lot worse. No, keep grabbing the wrong unit. Grab the intercessors for me, please. That's not what I wanted either. Grab the intercessors for me, please. It's being really weird here about distances. Okay, so we can hit either one of these two. I should be able to wipe out whichever one I hit with the grenade. So let's just toss that over. Okay, straight up dead. I don't see any indications of anything trying to sneak around. I'll just look really quick. Alright, seems clear. Alright. Lieutenant. I said Lieutenant. I said Lieutenant.
On Balfora I was born, and should the Emperor will it, on Balfora I will die.
Can you not go there or something? Why are you not able to select that space? That's super weird. Maybe I can't jump there or something? I don't know, that's really weird. Alright, go there then. And then you can walk forward, right? Yeah.
Their death is our only option.
Right. Chainsword up the poop chute. Okay. Gonna move in. Nothing's in range, so I'll just drop an Overwatch short. I don't expect them to come walking into it, but you never know.
Ranged plasma on your request.
Now you guys kind of need to help over here. I'm not sure that moving over here is going to help, but I'm going to take a look.
We can handle it.
It was like 50% before. It's probably about the same. It's even worse. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. I move back? Is it better? That doesn't make any sense to me. 35. All right. Yeah, whatever. Since I've ruined my shot, I still have to take
Let's
it.
see how well that armor protects you.
Yeah, just a few love taps getting through there. Not enough. But we've got this pretty well under control, I think. One way or the other. Alright, you're only at 9 health. When you die, you will blow up. Which will do 30-40 damage, something like that to him, maybe. I can't disengage because he'll just smack me for free. I could skip doing anything, but I might as well hit him. Yeah, let's just go for the punch. Final hit. So he'll hit me back, then I'll blow up in his face. Pretty good damage. He's very close to being dead. But this is actually a pretty tough fight, honestly. I feel like this army is not very balanced, is kind of the issue. I could probably build a 1,000-point force that would do a lot better, but I kind of wanted to go with what was pre-built. The Tyranids is pretty much toast, and we just have a couple termagants to mop up, so it's not too bad. But it's definitely a brutal fight. Pick off a couple termagants. Duck and weave, LT. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, he can just walk in there and just wreck them, too. Because they're not close combat capable. Right, so this should be relatively decent mopping up time. Come on, it's being really weird about grabbing the right tile. So you can only really see them. That's a terrible shot chance. A better chance there, I guess because it's on the same line.
Fire support.
56. If I move up, it's probably 59. All right, go for that. Come on, take him out. I don't want to waste any more shots on him. There we go. One dead Tyranids. Come on. There we go. All right, we will... Such a weird shot. I mean, we're one too close for optimal, but I feel like if we back up, it's going to be worse. I'll take a look. The height difference in this beams, yeah, I can't even see them from there.
Moving.
Could move down. I don't know if that'll help. I've got enough to check, though.
Affirmative.
It's 35. 35. It doesn't matter.
For the Emperor.
Do what you can. Yeah, this has turned into just a complete mess. A very, very bloody mess. We can actually kind of go on that height. That's interesting. Ah! That gives you an idea of the slaughter. The slaughtening. I kind of like that, actually. Okay. We'll go Lieutenant. Try to mop up. Can hit either one. Let's just get right in both of their faces. Hit the weak unit first, I guess.
You will fall before me.
Lieutenant's not messing around. We've almost got enough, so we can definitely wipe you out. Get the momentum. I can hit the other squad once.
The fury of Sanguinius flows through me.
He went flying. Okay. That'll do. That'll do. They're so terrified they missed everything. Alright, we'll give the honor of the kill to the Lieutenant, I think. He did a good job. There we go. Yeah, that was a lot tougher than I expected. I feel like that army definitely isn't very balanced. It's the pre-built 1,000-point one that comes with the skirmish setups. And I feel like dropping the Death Company for more just basic intercessors would be a much better call there. Especially at 1,000 points, there's going to be a lot of swarm units for the Tyranids. And just basic intercessor is going to help you a lot with that, especially with them already having the frag grenades. But that's going to do it for the first one of the Space Marines. We'll go through playing 1,500 points, 2,000, 2,500, and 3,000 points. So we're playing the ones I built, and then kind of the pre-built armies that were there, just kind of test them out and show and see that they can actually defeat the Tyranids. They're not terrible. This was pretty tough, though. So we'll see how the rest of them go. All right, this has been more Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Hopefully I'll see you again next time. Until then, have a good one.